What's happening, man?
What's going on with you?
Yeah, we back, folks.
Yeah.
I'm just saying sports talk. Got a few things we need to catch up on and talk about, man. What you think, man? You want to talk about T.O. a little bit?
Yeah. Let's hit
Right, man. So,
we can hit on
the
right
Hall
now.
of Fame week is upon us.
Oh yeah.
Things are in full flow.
Yeah.
The game was last night, and is the jacket ceremony today?
That's tonight.
That's tonight.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, what you think about T.O., man?
I don't really like to talk about what another man's, what he decided to do for himself. But this guy's missing out on a lot. I know I can only talk about if I was in his shoes. Mm-hmm. If it were me, I would attend the whole weekend. Right. Yeah, so I know he's a little salty.
So this is what I'm gonna do.
What's that?
I'm gonna take T.O.'s. I'm gonna try to get into the mind of T.O.
Mm-hmm.
And you're a Hall of Famer.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna adopt T.O. in my psyche.
You T.O.
I'm T.O.
All right.
All right. So now, what's your issue with me? First of all, do you have your popcorn ready?
I got it ready.
All right. So
my first issue.
Why do I need to?
My first issue is, why are you not gonna attend?
First of all I said ever was that I wanted to be in the Hall of Fame. Mm-hmm. I didn't say I wanted to go to the ceremony. Mm-hmm. I'm in there, and that's what I lobby for.
But do you understand that what all comes with being a Hall of Famer?
I do. I put up those numbers.
Mm-hmm.
I played my blood, sweat, and tears. Yeah, I already know. I already put in the work. That's why I felt like I should have been on first ballot.
Okay, but do you understand that this ceremony and this induction process, it's just the beginning?
Well,
do you understand what that entails?
First of all, I already have I'm going to thank the people that I could thank them in the setting that I want to thank them in.
So are you going to ever be less salty towards the Hall of Famers? We have nothing to do with the voting you in, but will you be salty towards your peers?
No, I never had no. I'm choosing to celebrate it the way I want to. See, this is the part I don't think. I never got a chance to end my career the way that I wanted to. Everything has been on the terms of somebody else. I wanted to play. They 8-balled me, wouldn't let me play. When I first wanted to come in a few years ago, I might have felt different. But I can't play like I want to. I'm not, money not right. Mm-hmm. So this is my last chance to have some control over my career, which I haven't had. I've always had somebody else making decisions for me. So since I can't play football, I didn't get in on my own terms. So this is the one last thing that I can control, is how I celebrate. I'm in there. I did the work. Now I want to celebrate the way I want to celebrate.
I guess I can accept that.
You can accept that?
I guess I can accept
because look, at the end of the day, who autograph going to be worth the most? Think about this. Nobody that's there is going to get my autograph. So I'm going to be the lone dude. Like, my autograph going to be worth something.
It is.
Because I'm the one that didn't show in the green in the jacket. So I'm like the black sheep autograph. That's going to be the one. Mm-hmm. So hey, I might get me a film crew and film my ceremony. It's going to be all about me.
Yeah.
I don't have to share the stage with nobody else. I just hope they got the popcorn ready.
And, and just to expand on that a little bit, I'm
going to step outside of T.O.
Just to expand a little bit on that. I don't know what all, if he would even showed up, would he been able to be introduced at the game last night? I think that would have been a really good thing for him. Just to be there around the game itself, being introduced with the class. Not saying he has to be at the ceremony on Saturday or the gold jacket ceremony tonight, but just being introduced with his class last night on national television, I think would have been a good thing for him to do. But I don't know if they would allow him to do that unless he would have partaked in the whole weekend.
Yeah, it would have came off as if he was there. Now the rest of the word, where the T.O. go. And, man, I'm trying to see it from his perspective. It's like everybody wants him to care about it the way that they feel about it, but they haven't been through what he's been through.
True.
And granted, I think T.O. can be sensitive.
Yeah.
I think he's extremely sensitive. I think,
Very.
and I don't know if he has any real friends. This is what it looks like. It looks like everybody that's been around him was around him when he had something to offer.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying, to have a friend, you got to be a friend.
Yeah.
And I just don't know if he's alienated. And it seems like the more, it's like a side has to call it quits. Like, I don't know if he has an ego issue. I don't know fully.
Yeah. But ladies and gentlemen, don't take this the wrong way. You can take it as you will. But we say this quite often. Not on camera, but off camera. I think it's because he ain't got no daddy in his life. Because that daddy would have been like, son, get over this.
Yeah, or a good, or somebody, if it's not his actual dad, a father figure.
Father figure, yeah.
That, man, like,
get over this.
Men, men have a way of interacting with other men to let you know when you're going too far.
That's right.
To let you know when, like, look, man,
Not saying he got to eat crow.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you got to look at it like this. They are really, those voters that was in that room, they had to eat some crow because they had to eventually vote him in because his numbers spoke for themselves. So he should have looked at it in that light. He should have been like, look, okay, the guys, I'm in there now. I'm a Hall of Famer. They can't take that away from me.
Right. And so he's like, I'm in there, but it's like they flipped the script on him. They said, no, we don't want you. No, we don't want you. No, we don't want you. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Okay, now you're in. Mm-hmm. Now, he's already been in fight mode. Mm-hmm. Now they want to say, hey, man, we're going to call it. He still want to fight.
He still want to fight. That's right.
And it's like, nah, you don't tell me when it's time not to fight. And so now it's like, now they're going to play this role on him.
Yeah.
See, it's him. Mm-hmm. He the problem.
Yeah.
See, it's not us. But no, it's like telling somebody when too much is enough. It's like, man, I only hit you with a kickball.
Yeah.
Why you throw a brick at me?
Yeah.
It's like, no, you can't dictate how a person's to feel and how long they should feel this way. Like maybe if he had known prior, maybe he could be over it by now. But,
But he knew eventually he was going to get in.
Yeah, but
he knew that.
Yeah, but see, think about his wait is a little longer. Okay, think about this, right? Most players, if they retire on their own terms, their wait don't feel as long, right? Mm-hmm. When you retire for an injury and then maybe you get a job at ESPN or Fox, you're still around football.
Yeah.
It don't feel as long because you have things to fill your life.
Yeah.
His wait probably felt like 10 years because one, he wanted to play. Mm-hmm. And some of the anger isn't necessarily that. It's his personal life anger. It's his identity has been a football player. Mm-hmm. And it's been snatched from him. So a lot of that repressed anger is that. Like when you don't have control in the essential parts of your life, you take control wherever you can get it. Just like on a job, you get those bosses that come in because, they come in and they all over you.
Yeah.
But when you look in their personal life, their wife or their husband running rampant or their kids running rampant over. They don't have any control over no other part of their life, so they come and overdo it.
Yeah. In
another part where that little toehold they can get, they overdoing it.
That's true.
So it's him, I don't know what his personal, his social life or his
he keeps that kind of private, which is good.
And a good woman too. Not just a daddy,
yeah,
but a good woman can say, hey, look now.
Yeah.
Let's
go this weekend. Let's shine a little bit. It's going to be all about you.
I want to go.
Yeah.
Take me.
Yeah.
I know you don't want to go, but can you take me?
Yeah.
I always.
But it's going to be all about you. This is about you. This is your weekend.
But I like, girl, baby, I like when you stand up there in a suit and talk your stuff.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, do like Jordan. Jordan, petty as they come. Jordan went and talked junk to people he played in high school.
Yeah.
Okay, if you felt a certain kind of way, I'm not saying go overboard, but this was your time to say, about time.
And nothing could have done about that.
Nothing he could have took 20 minutes.
That's right.
You know, but he, at the same time, he could parlay this into.
Oh, he was going to.
What I'm saying, he could. You look at he could have had something. He could be. I'm gonna make this Netflix ready.
That's right. Now he should have. And he may be.
And he might be. He might have showed a whole behind the scenes planning.
Did you see the ticket?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he got tickets made out for this event.
He might have kept every voicemail. He might have kept every conversation, and they put it in a documentary format.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like all everything that goes into it.
Yeah.
And he can parlay it into something else because see, he has to. He's probably looking at. I gotta take. This is the last time this amount of attention is gonna be on me, and it needs to be on my turn.
That's right.
Because the NFL gonna make a killing off of him. Like he don't. You get a jacket and you go in. Don't get me wrong, but monetarily, they're banking.
That's right.
On a Terrell.
That's right.
And think a lot of people. He was the highlight of this one.
Yeah.
What is he gonna say?
But let me read these real quick. These numbers to you on TL.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Now this is why this guy's a little salty. Now you know the workout regimen that man put on every year, every summer. He showed us
whenever he was on the field.
Yes, sir.
He was ready to play.
He was ready.
Yeah. Can't take that from him.
So T.O. receiving yards. This is career. Mm-hmm. No receptions. Mm-hmm. Receptions for his career. 1,078 receptions. His yards, 15,934 yards receiving, and the average catch is 14.8 yards. Yeah. And he had 153 touchdowns.
His yards after reception was no joke. That dude was the truth. That's why he feels the way he feels. But there's
one thing that eludes T.O. And this is the reason probably, his antics and behavior in the locker room and towards his teammates is another reason why he might have got pushed back. But the other reason he might have got pushed back, T.O. got to realize he's not a Super Bowl champ.
Right. Okay. But
you got to realize that you're not a Super Bowl champ. Okay, you did all this.
Okay, let me say this.
And so you can't. You know you're gonna be a Hall of Famer. But most of the guys that go in, if you look at most of those guys that go in on those first ballots, most of those guys got rings on their fingers.
I get it. But what I'm saying is, man, those numbers you might not ever see again.
May not.
So that alone gets him in there. Like it's so far out
I'll
there.
take that back. We have seen it.
No, I'm saying, but
because there's a receiver right now that has numbers like that. They already mentioned him.
And guess when he probably gonna go in first ballot.
Yeah. And that's Antonio Brown.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Antonio Brown got numbers like that.
Antonio Brown is playing like that.
Yeah.
And people are like, oh my God.
He's a Hall of Fame.
Like they haven't. Facts. Yeah. It's so obvious. It's so off the chart.
But people are saying that about T.O. But some of his antics is what held him out. And he's not a Super Bowl champ. Antonio Brown is a Super Bowl champ.
Hey, that man did his part.
He did.
He's not a reason why they wouldn't win a Super Bowl.
But he's not a champ.
I understand, but that's not the criteria to get in the Hall of Fame.
But I think they do use that a little bit.
But still, they putting sauce on it.
They are.
They're supposed to be straight up.
It's human nature.
Like that's like it. Like that has no bearing. This man.
He put up some big time numbers now.
Yeah. So
big time.
So I mean, it'll be interesting to see how I
want to see who's going to televise this. His ceremony, his private ceremony.
Okay.
I want to see this.
Anybody with a smartphone will.
Yeah. So and I'm sure is Yahoo Sports doing it?
I have no idea. I don't know if he's going to do that thing through Facebook or
Yahoo. I would love to. Yeah, I want to just check it out.
Yeah, I mean, people going to watch both.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just wonder who's going to be there.
You know he's going to cry.
Yeah. I don't think he wanted to cry for the NFL. He's like, they're not getting none of my tears.
He's going to cry.
Yeah, he's going to cry.
Yeah.
But I wonder what professional football players, teammates will be there.
I would like to know that myself. Yeah.
Because, see, that's the other thing. I think probably what threw it off, nobody was stepping up in it initially to even.
Well, this I would tell you, I know who won't be there.
Who?
Steve Young won't be there.
No.
Donovan McNabb won't be there.
None of the people that's gonna go to that gonna be. You know what I'm saying?
Well, McNabb
yeah.
has been quiet for years.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he was screaming on that guy.
Yeah.
And then he's going in as an Eagle.
I know.
That
Something
boy,
ain't right about that.
That dude is petty.
You would think he would go in as a 49er.
Yeah. He's going in as an Eagle.
I guess that's the
And
only
how
team.
many years he played there? 2?
2. But I guess that's the only team he went to the Super Bowl on.
Man, look.
I mean, he went to the Super Bowl as an Eagle.
Yeah. And then he's on Madden as a Cowboy. Yeah. I don't know.
The only thing I
man.
gotta say is the man was a beast on the field though.
I'm gonna say this
give
much.
His props.
This would. I don't like his. Personally, I don't like his whole. Sometimes you can go so far in the wrong direction and get stubborn and just don't want to turn around.
Then that's where he is.
And I think that's where he's at.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna do it, man, make it pay off.
Yeah.
Like, blow all the way up. Like, like you can be a bad boy and it actually helps you some. Like you can profit from it.
And he's going to profit.
But he hasn't figured out a way to, like, if you're gonna burn all your bridges, then be building some, have some bigger and better and stronger and newer bridges that you can cross. And I haven't seen him construct any new bridges, man.
And speaking of the bad boy image, like he's supposed to have that bad boy image,
but he cried.
Like most. Excuse me. You got me on that. But his agent must suck. His agent suck. Because most of the guys that had the bad boy image in the NFL, what do they do outside of the NFL?
I mean,
in movies they played as what?
Well, yeah, they play as a bad guy.
That's right.
Yeah, but
you look at those guys. Most of the guys that were bad boys in the NFL,
you're right.
In the movie world, they played as bad guys. So I haven't seen T.O. in a. Have you seen him in a movie?
Well, see, I think remember early on. Remember he had that little reality show with his two homegirls, and I don't even think they friends anymore.
Nice.
And he, so he was starting on the reality circuit, but somewhere he must have burnt the bridge down right there.
That mouth.
And my, man, if you just go to any of the bad boys, whether it's Dennis Rodman or whatever, they still knew how to build a bridge in while they were doing whatever they were doing.
But see, it's just a certain,
it's an art to it, man.
There is people that's out there.
It's an art
that
to it.
To just, damn, do you always got to be negative? You know what I'm saying? You just don't want to be around them. And he's
an adjutant.
Yeah.
He has a way of rubbing you.
Yeah.
The wrong
and he may not
way.
mean it, but that's just how he is.
Yeah,
that's just him.
Yeah, it's just
he's one of those guys. You can be like, he may do something, and people be like, well, that's just him.
Or
you know what I'm saying?
Be like, yo, man,
slide.
Me and the fellas, we about to go over here and grab a bite to eat. Is T.O. going?
Yeah.
I'm full, dog.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like some people just have that. I just don't know if he have any real friends.
I think, and that is that's one of the reasons why I think he should have attended this weekend so people could get to know T.O.
But then again,
maybe he has changed.
But you know what?
We don't know.
And it could be because
but he is who he is, I guess.
And it could be he doesn't want to do it on their terms. Like, now y'all want me around, but it's on your terms. It's it's not on y'all would meet me halfway before it became about y'all ceremony. Like I'm a prop in it.
Yeah.
Even my negativity is gonna draw ratings.
Yeah. And
it's like, well, what about before now? Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So my thing is this, right? I'm gonna stretch this out a little bit. Okay, you don't want to be part of the Hall of Fame. Right? They're going to mail you your jacket, okay? Do you not want to be on Madden? Do you not want to be like what is your relationship with the NFL? Do you not want any revenue from any of that other stuff? Like, are you picking, who are you mad at? Are you mad at the selection process? Because those are the voters,
and that's who he should be mad at, and that's it.
Yeah, and it's like, I don't know his lane, his avenue, like like sometimes people just want me. I just want to be mad. Leave me alone. Like is it that? What is it like? I don't see a rhyme or a method, a rhyme to his reason, man. And I don't know if he's just out here free balling. I don't know what he's doing, man.
But it'd be. I mean, I think it would have been really nice for him. That class he can go in with Randy and Ray and Brian and some of the old school cats.
From, I forgot his name from
Jackson State.
Yeah,
old school cat. He could have been around these men, these older guys, could possibly bring him in, and he could be like a son to them. They can teach. You know what this guy could learn from not Herm Ellis, but Tony Dungy. If he were to get a Tony Dungy in his corner.
T.O. said, I don't need to learn nothing. Look at my numbers.
That's what I'm saying.
They need to be learning from me.
But he ain't playing no more football. Football over with.
I know, man. He's stuck. He's stuck, man.
Because he ain't had no closure on his career.
No closure, man. In his mind. You know what it's like? You remember you remember when you were like probably about 32 and you hadn't played basketball in a long time and you went to the gym and the last thing you remember was you could hoop really well or do whatever you want to do. You could see the steal coming and you could actually get there. Now your mind see it, but your body like, hold on, we about to go over there and take the ball. And you remember, and then you got out there and realized, like, yo, it ain't the same. He hasn't had a chance to do that.
Yeah.
He needed the closure of, like, okay, I can't do it. See, he out there still dunking.
Yeah.
He running around people, and he realized he's still superior. He needs to know, like, I wanted to leave when I couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah.
I'm healthy. I feel good. I look good. And the only reason I don't care what my age say, because the athlete don't care about his age, he care about how he feel and how he perform. So this man has not had the type closure I don't think in anything in his life. Like like he got other stuff, man, and it's like he's searching. He's just trying to control a little bit of stuff that he can control.
I think and really the 49ers should have kept that man around. I don't even see why they didn't pay him and keep him around. And if he was been with the 49ers, I think that his NFL career would have been different if he could have played with a Steve Young for a few more years and been around a guy like a Jerry Rice coming into the locker room, or John Taylor or Roger Craig, those guys being around. I think they could have brought him in and taught him how to be a real teammate.
But see,
I don't know how where did he lose his way?
I'm gonna tell you where you lose your way. When you're allowed, because of your talent, to do and behave and rub people the wrong way, and because your talent is like, I'll put up with a little bit of that because that dude put up numbers. But when you do that enough, you got away with that long enough. You didn't just become like that, right? Now, money...
But he wasn't that much... we didn't hear about this when he was with the 49ers.
Well, this because, right? Okay, you could be a jerk. When you're a jerk with $5 in your pocket, you just a jerk with $5. You get 50, you a little bit more of a jerk.
That's true.
You get 50,000, you more of a jerk. You get 5 million, you super jerk. Because all that wealth do is amplify who you already are.
It does.
So, and then the fame on top of that sprinkles fertilizer on that. So now you got not just a name, you got money, you got name, and then you realize you're one of the best.
Yeah.
So now you like, who you talking to? You see? So that's what I think has, and then getting in the Hall of Fame might make him even worse. Man, I'm a Hall of Famer. Who are you talking to? Y'all wanted me there.
But we won't never see him.
You know what I'm saying?
We won't never see it because ain't nobody gonna give him no airtime. So, but anyway, I think we pretty much...
I think we done covered it, man. Look.
Yeah, I think we covered it. I mean, we just saying, folks. We just saying.
I wish the dude the best. I hope he, I ain't, not like he lost having fine. I mean, he gonna be fine. He's not clocking in to work anywhere or struggling from what I know. So, as far as the regular necessities of life, he has that beat and taken care of. The rest is just emotional and social and him figuring that part out. But it'll be interesting. I'm gonna look to see it though.
I'm gonna try to find it too.
Yeah, I gotta see how it go.
Yeah.
You know, something about it is gonna be sad and funny. Something about it is gonna be so sad that it's funny.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, it is. So listen, folks, that's our take on that. You know, tune in, hit the bell, subscribe so you can get the notifications. We'll talk to you later.
Oh yeah.
Peace.
Peace.
Man, we sound like Eric B. and Rakim with that peace.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
And it's football season, folks.
No doubt.